Hi guys, hope you're well. Tony here with a short video on the exciting subject, as a couple of people have asked for it, in terms of VLookup. So I just thought I'd do a 2-minute quick video, show you how and what to use it for, and when and why, and what I use it for. So in front of you right now is a spreadsheet with almost like an example spreadsheet which you guys will be able to work through, send it over to you along with the video. You can work through it and just follow the steps in the video afterwards to see if you've got it nailed. As you can see, a load of customer numbers and visit dates in the column on the left hand side, and the purpose of this example is the numbers I'm highlighting now, so the 300 numbers on the right hand side, is to find them and work out when the visit date of each of those numbers were, using the table and information we have on the left hand side. As you can see, there's a lot more information there. One laborious and boring way would be to search each and individual number in this column and find it in the left hand side column, which would probably take you absolutely ages, especially as you've got more data fields to find. So for example, this 301,019 would be here on the left hand side, and you find that it's on the 12th of the 12th, 2011. However, obviously to do it for each and every one might be quite painstaking and quite boring, especially if you've got lots. So, quick example of how to use VLookup to find these values here on the right hand side, in and amongst this data here, and then kick out the result of the visit date. Obviously you can use this for lots of other things, but for now this is what I find it most useful for. So to start with, all you'd have to do is click on the cell that you want to put the function in, click on the insert function button here, the FX, and it will pop up with this. Now on mine, as I'm sure you can imagine, it pops up automatically with the top option. Very sad that is, I know, but if it doesn't on yours, then VLookup, just type it in the box here, click go, and it will go and search for it, and it should pop up for you. So select it, click OK, and then you come up with the function arguments. Now this is the 4 things you have to fill in for the computer to go away and find the information and return the information that you're looking for. First one is lookup value. So this is which value do you wish to look up. So first off, we'd want to click on this one here. So we want to look up the value 301,019. 301,019. So that returns the value of E2. So that is the first one we want to look for. Table array is where do we want the computer, where do we want Excel to go off and find the information. So what table? So the information we want to look for is in this on the left hand side. And because we want to kick out a result, we also highlight column 2. So we highlight all the information on where we want it to find it. So as we do that, done. Okay. Now, one thing I'd like to recommend getting in the habit of is making these this table that you've highlighted absolute cell references, as they call them. That is to lock in where you want Excel to find the information from. To do that, it's quite simple. You click in between the A and the 2, and you click F4, and the same with the B and the 113. Click F4. That just tells Excel that's the only place you want it to go and look for those values that you're looking for. So hopefully that makes sense. Just it just makes it easy, and it just avoids any mistakes. So just get in the habit of doing that. The next one down is column index number. So where do you want Excel essentially to find, and what do you want it to return? What value do you want it to return when it has found the value that is in E2? In this instance, 301,019. So we want it to return, as we're looking for the visit date, the value that's in column 2. So customer number is in column 1, visit dates are in number 2. So we want it to return the value that is in column 2 if it should find that number. So we simply enter 2. The next one down is range lookup, and that is concerning if it is a true or false. So sometimes the number might not be there, sometimes it is. So if it's not there, we just want it to return a value of 0, which, as you'll see, will return a value of, or as you have seen, return a value of NA. So it's not applicable because it doesn't find it. And that's all you do. So you put in those 4 entries and you click OK, and then it returns the date for you. Now, as you've made the cell references absolute, as mentioned before, all you then have to do is just drag down the formula, and it will find all the dates for you instantly. So simple as that. Does that make sense? If you want to replay the video, obviously you can do as well. What I've done also is put in a little test for you, so you can follow through this example, but on the next tab along there is a test. Again, you have to find the 300 numbers, or the numbers here, from the table on the left hand side. What that will do then is return a message. Down here it will display a message for you to read if you've done it correctly, which I'll be excited for you to read. Anyway, the reasons, and also another, just to explain a bit further of what I would use this for normally, is obviously you've seen this report before. This is the 8-weekly call report that we've started doing, that's been very useful. I've used VLookup basically for this, and all I would do is in exactly the same format. I would come to this, which is the daily impulse report, and I would look at all the calls here. I would copy the customer number, 2 columns, the customer number and the visit date, and then I'd put them into a separate sheet whereby it looks a bit like this, whereby I basically search for the information. So one way of using it would be to look to find out if the call has been called upon in P13. So I would use a VLookup function to find the value of the 300 number if it has been called on, using the information that's stored in this sheet. So I'd highlight all of this, and I get to return a value of the visit date. So exactly the same thing, just on a larger scale. So I hope that makes sense, but just to give you an idea of how and where I use it, that is what I do. So anyway, you can have a little replay of the video, and also if you want to work out what the message is going to be on this little test, then that'd be great. Alright guys, hope it's been useful, and any questions, just give us a shout. Thanks very much, speak soon, bye.